Hi. Hello, everyone. Sorry we're a little late. A little? Oh, boy. Um, I'm feeling a lot better, thank you. But welcome, everyone, to a very late edition of our little show of shows. Leave the Backsman Baxley here with you, and without any further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? It has been one of those days you just want to wish you could, you know, give up. But then again, you don't. You just carry on, and that's what we plan on doing. Anyway, one of the most notable names in the NFL coaching carousel across the last few seasons, former Washington Commanders assistant head coach and offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy has a new home. Bieniemy will move back to the college ranks, joining new UCLA coach Deshaun Foster's staff as an associate head coach and offensive coordinator. Mm. This is a great opportunity for me to help support Deshaun as a new head coach, to work with him and for him as well. Bieniemy told CBS Sports senior NFL insider Miss Joe Cena Anderson and NFL writer Garrett Podell via text message. Quote, I chose to fly under the radar during the hiring process. My experience generated a lot of interest from a number of NFL teams prior to coming to this decision. Bieniemy, who previously rose to prominence as offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs, said two NFL teams showed interest in him as an offensive coordinator early in the hiring process. He also interviewed with the Commanders for their head coaching vacancy and received a variety of other NFL offers ranging from associate head coach and running backs coach to senior offensive assistant. Bieniemy returns for a second coaching stint in Westwood, California, with 19 years behind him with the Bruins. He, uh, he previously coached the running backs at UCLA from 2003 to 2005 before beginning his NFL coaching career. This won't be his first time as a college offensive coordinator either. Bieniemy called plays at Colorado, his alma mater, for 2 seasons prior to joining UCLA. Hmm. 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 Ah. There we go. Let's get you updated on the UFC tonight. The UFC is back in Mexico. The promotion returns to the country with a loaded fight night card in Mexico City after opening up a performance institute earlier this week. Flyweights top the marquee as Brandon Moreno takes on Brandon Royale. Moreno, the former division champion, gets a homecoming of sorts when he takes on Royval. He was initially supposed to face Amir Albazi before the native of Iraq was forced to withdraw. Moreno and Royval first met in 2020, with Moreno scoring a first round TKO. Card also sees another rematch at the top when featherweights Brian Ortega and Yair Rodriguez square off. The former title challengers first met in the year in 2022, but a shoulder injury to Ortega brought an end to the fight early, even though it went down as a TKO win for Rodriguez. So here are all the results that we have for you right now. Manuel Torres defeated Chris Duncan via first round submission with the rear naked choke. Yasmin Yargray defeated Sam Hughes via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27. Raul Rojas Jr. versus Ricky Turquios, bantamweights. That was canceled due to an illness. Due to an illness by Mr. Rojas. Daniel Zellhuber versus Francisco Prado with unanimous decision. 29-20, 29-20, 30-27. Brian Ortega defeated Yair Rodriguez via third round submission, arm triangle choke. And of course, we got Brandon Moreno taking care of Brandon Royval in the in this little show here. Oy. Anyway, that is your update for tonight. And once again, sorry we didn't get you back on the air, but as they say, things happen, and boy, do they. Yes, I am doing great, Nancy. Thank you for asking. I took a little nap before the show, and I woke up and realized that it was a little bit after midnight. So, well, missed the official opening of the show, but fear not, we are going to do this properly, and give you one hell of a great show, Graham. Man. What else is there that we got? Oh, yes. So hopefully we will have more on what's been going on with the UFC coming up. Right now in the NBA, LeBron James may be 21 years into an arguably the greatest NBA career any player has ever had, but all good things come to an end, and eventually, when it is 1 year or surreal, Tim keeping up seems covered. Okay, wow. Whew. That's right. Um, Kobe Bryant, just give you a little thing here. LeBron James said when interviewed, "Yeah, I need coffee, need a lot of stuff too. I don't know how many seasons I have left. I know it's not that many. I was asked that question a couple of days ago. Will you take the farewell tour or just one Tim Duncan it? If you, yes. Anyway, yeah, need a lot of coffee. 12:24. We're going to press on to 1 a.m. Then we'll be back tomorrow, back at our regular time of 11:35. That's right. Sunday nights just got better. It just got added to the big words. That's right. Just got added to our 11:35 showgram. I don't know. This is what LeBron James said. I don't know how many seasons I have left. I know it's not that many. I was asked this question a couple of days ago. Will you take the farewell tour or just time out? There I am. Rock you like a hurricane. James said Duncan famously did not publicly reveal his retirement plans during the 2015. You sit out. Anyway, during that same season, I know what happened. Of course, his San Antonio Spurs were eliminated from the playoffs by the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he quietly retired afterward. Not bad. During that same season, Kobe Bryant went on one of the most extravagant retirement tours the NBA has ever seen. Teams gave him gifts as he arrived in arenas for the final time, and the whole affair accumulated with a 60-point finale in his last game against the Utah Jazz. Mm. Yeah. Uh, Bryant wasn't the first player to do a retirement tour. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a famous one of his own at the end of his legendary career, and New York Yankee legend Derek Jim Duncan and Bryant. Anyway, fortunately, another basketball giant, legend has some advice for him. WNBA icon Sue Bird felt Bryant's pathways to anyway. This is what LeBron said as well. When I look back, I still have fond memories Bird said of her tour, "I wouldn't change a thing. I'm so glad I announced when I announced that I got to experience the farewell tour, and I was actually in dividends. So we're getting good." Oh boy. Mm. Uh, okay. I want to see if I can't get one thing that means a lot, and that is a little wake me up. Anyway, let's do that in a bit because we still got a show here. My only regret is how the season ended before we lost. Otherwise, no, whomever this applies to, I cannot recommend this more. I tell Diana I cannot recommend this enough. If I talk to LeBron James right now, I'd be like, bro, I cannot recommend this enough because of what I represent. And do you love? It says, I was always you. The second thing would say it can be a lot. It can be a lot, but I just think the pros outweigh the cons. I'll finish with a uh, individual. Anyway, there we go. Right there. Given his longevity, fans need that opportunity to say goodbye to James more than they have had for any other star in league history. He's been around for over 2 decades with no end in sight. He's already played against 40% of all players in NBA history, and that number is going to creep closer to a 50-50 split the longer he stays in the league. There are quite a few adult fans that have never experienced an NBA without James in it. Okay, before we get back with more news, let's pause for a bit. I'm going to see about stretching out for a second. Maybe suck down a little soda. Wake up there, Steve. You can do this. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, I know I can do this. I'm going to try to do this and trash out because we got a lot of stuff to get with you, of course. I'm just glad we're all here tonight. Anyway, give me a moment. I'm going to grab one of my sodas and bring it over here. Oh, boy. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, and bring this along. Yep. Okay. All right, let's get to our little itty bitty witty scoreboard. Yes, we do scores. Well, I knew I was going to be doing something surprising tonight. I didn't think I'd be doing this. Anyway, little OJ to keep my eyes going up. Yes, friends. Mm. Mm. Okay. Let's give you a little live score. To your health. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get you some NHL hockey scores. Detroit Red Wings beat St. Louis Blues 6-1. New Jersey Devils outlasted the Montreal Canadiens 4-3. Tampa Bay Lightning over the New York Islanders by a score of 4-2. New York Rangers over the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1. Florida Panthers over the Washington Capitals 3-2. Toronto Maple Leafs over the Colorado Avalanche 4-3. Ottawa Senators 4-3 winners over the defending Stanley Cup champion Vegas Golden Knights. In overtime, Vancouver Canucks beat the Boston Bruins 3-2. Dallas Stars over the Carolina Hurricane 2-1. Games that are still going on as we speak. Calgary Flames beating the Edmonton Oilers, or leading the Edmonton Oilers 5-2. Nashville Predators lead the San Jose Sharks in period number 3 by a score of 3-2. And the Minnesota Wild lead the Seattle Kraken by a score of 5-2. The LA Kings and the Anaheim Mighty Ducks are knotted at 2 apiece, also in the third period. So there you have a little look-see at the NHL. In the OHL, the London Knights beat the Ottawa 67s by a score of 4-3. Erie Otters over the Guelph Storm 3-2. North Bay Battalion over Flint Firebirds 3-2. Kingston Frontenacs over the Niagara Ice Dogs 8-1. Owen Sound Attack over the Windsor Spitfires 6-3. Saginaw Spirit over the Brantford Bulldogs 5-4. Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds over the Peterborough Petes 6-2. And the Barrie Colts defeat the Mississauga Steelheads by a score of 4-1. In the Quebec, get down there. Thank you. Oops. We messed up. Okay. In the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, Bail Comieux over the Rimouski Oceanic 6-3. Rouyn Noranda Huskies over the Blainville Boisboin Armada 5-3. Drummondville Voitiers defeated St. John Sea Dogs 9-2. Cape Breton Screaming Eagles outplayed the Acadie Bathurst Titan 4-1. Moncton Wildcats over the Charlottetown Islanders 4-3. Sherbrooke Phoenix over Val d'Or-Fjords 6-0. In the WHL, Prince Albert Raiders over Brandon Wheat Kings. Let's go, Brandon, 5-2. Swift Current Broncos over the Medicine Hat Tigers 4-3. Wenatchee Wild over the Red Deal Rebels 3-2. Everett Silvertips over the Seattle Thunderbirds 3-1. Moose Jaw Warriors over Spokane Chiefs 12-3. What a game that had to be. Tri-City Americans over the Regina Pats 5-3. Portland Winterhawks over the Victoria Royals 5-2. Vancouver Giants took out the Kamloops Blazers 7-1. And one game still going on, at least for a while. Prince George Cougars and the Killawah Rockets are tied at 1. Now, Let us get to the AHL, the American Hockey League. Salut. Toronto Marlies over the Laval Rocket 5-1. Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Charlotte Checkers 6-5. Abbotsford Canucks over the San Jose Barracuda 5-2. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, a big-time winner over Bridgeport Islanders 4-1. Same score, different result. Grand Rapids Griffins beat the Texas Stars 4-1. Hershey Bears beat the Rochester Americans 2-1. Manitoba Moose over the Calgary Wranglers 4-2. Milwaukee Admirals over the Chicago Wolves 5-4. Belleville Senators over the Syracuse Crush 4-2. Providence Bruins beat the Springfield Thunderbirds by a score of 5-4. Rockford Ice Hogs took care of the Iowa Wild 6-3. San Diego Gulls lost to the Ontario Reign 3-2. Bakersfield Condors, a 3-2 winner over the Tucson Roadrunners. Beep, beep. And Colorado Eagles over the Henderson Silverhawks, or Silver Knights, excuse. Okay, time to get our soccer mojo going. In Premier League action, Aston Villa over Nottingham Forest 4-2. Brighton and Everton ended in a 1-1 tie. Crystal Palace over Burnley 3-0. Fulham over Manchester United 2-1. Manchester City over Bournemouth 1-0. And Arsenal defeated the Newcastle United on this next little line ski. Let's see. Did I mention Fulham over Manchester United 2-1? Manchester City over Bournemouth 1-0. And Arsenal beat terribly Newcastle United 4-1. In La Liga action from Mexico, Granada and Valencia were postponed due to some very rotten weather. Barcelona beat Getafe 4-0. Deportivo Alaves. And Mallorca tied at 1. Almeria and Atletico Madrid tie for second place. In Series A Italia, Sassuolo lost to Empoli in the third period. And I am going to be aware. I'm going to be ready. All right. Series A Italia, Empoli over Sassuolo 3-2. Monza defeated Salernitana over Monza over Salernit anything natural in a little live party here. Union Berlin and FC Heidelheim end up in a 2-2 tie via Stuttgart. And FC Cologne 1-1. Werder Bremen, Rheintopp. Anyway. Let's keep going. Union Berlin and FC Heidelheim tied at 2. Stuttgart and Cologne tied at 1. Bremen and Darmstadt, 1-1. Borussia Motorbikes and Bochum, or Beecham, 5-2 the final score. Right. Let's see here. See if we got any American Little League. Yes, we do. And it's the MLS. Let's hit it. Columbus Crew over the Atlanta United 1-0. Los Angeles over Seattle 2-1. Charlotte over the New York City Skyline. That's right. It's 1-0 right there. DC United. Oh boy. Okay. Let's try it again, shall we? Columbus Crew over the Atlanta United 1-0. Los Angeles over Seattle Sounders 2-1. New York City over Charlotte 1-0. DC United over the New England Revolution 3-up. Orlando City over CF Montreal ended in a goose egg shell, like a anyway. Like I said, DC United over New England Revolution 3-1. Montreal and Orlando City played to a 0-0 tie. Philadelphia Union not exactly over the Chicago Fire, joined the Chicago Fire with a 2-2 tie. Minnesota United over Austin by a score of 2-1. And yes. Austin FC lost to Minnesota United 2-1. FC Dallas over the San Jose Earthquakes 2-1. Houston Dynamo and Sporting Kansas City came together to rescue for the good times. So let's do this here properly. DC United. Okay, let's go for it. Columbus Crew over Atlanta United 1-0. Los Angeles over Seattle 2-1. Charlotte over New York City 1-0. United over the New England Revolution 3-1 final score. Charlotte, New York City 1-0. DC United over New England 3-1. Montreal and Orlando City ended with goose eggs. Chicago Fire over the Philadelphia Union 2-2. That's correct. Diddy-do. Wow. Okay. Philadelphia Union, Chicago Fire played to a 2-2 tie. Minnesota United over Austin Football Club 2-1. FC Dallas and the San Jose Earthquake played to a 2-1. Nice knowing you. Houston Dynamite. This is Jeeba Bush. I'm sort of still in a fog here, so bear with me. I'm taking the ultimate vitamin C. It's in little oranges known as Tangelos. Okay. Let's see here. We got Minnesota United over Austin Football Club 2-1. FC Dallas over San Jose Earthquakes 2-1. Sporting Kansas City and Houston Dynamo are single digiting tonight. Tomorrow, St. Louis, let's see. Yeah, I better make sure to travel this one light. FC Dallas and San Diego Earthquakes. 2-1 the final score. Speaking Kansas City and the Houston Dynamo, let's throw your kind of anyway, there we go. Portland Timbers over the Colorado Rapids 4-1. St. Louis City and Real Salt Lake still sticking with the new crew and a new brash, turning it into something we have here. Let's see. Houston Dynamo, Sporting Kansas City tied at 1. FC Dallas over the San Jose Earthquakes by a score of 2-1. Let's see. I think that's about it for right now. Okay. In the Australian A-League, Melbourne City and Sydney played to a 1-1 tie. Western Sydney Wanderers over the Adelaide United 2-1. And Wellington and Perth continue to raise up. Something, of course, always happened. Anywho, okay, we are getting close to that which we know will be entertaining you as we take a look. We have gone literally over some very interesting and kooky dreams. I mean, whoa. Okay, let's give you an update on the UFC Fight Night results. And, ooh, wow. They are in the fourth round. Moreno is focused on hard-hitting calls that have a royal. I didn't. I wasn't born off of a turnip truck, but wow, everything going in a snail's pace with the scoring trot and everything. By the way, NASCAR stops in Atlanta Sunday. You'll see that on Fox. All right. We continue on. And it's this. Former NFL cornerback Richard Sherman, who played 11 total seasons with the Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was arrested for alleged DUI in Washington on Saturday morning. Washington State Patrol confirmed to Fox 13 Seattle. Fox 13 sports director Aaron Levine reports Sherman was booked in the King County Jail around 4 a.m., although it's unclear where exactly the arrest was made. Washington State Patrol told Fox 13 that this incident is still under investigation. The King County Prosecutor's Office has not yet received any charges. This comes just over 2 years after Sherman was initially charged with 5 misdemeanors by the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, including driving under the influence, endangering roadway workers, resisting arrest, and domestic violence-related counts of malicious mischief and criminal trespass. Sherman eventually pled guilty to first-degree negligent driving, second-degree criminal trespass, and speeding in a construction zone as part of a plea deal. Per Fox 13, the former defensive back was ordered to pay $2,500 plus court fees and designed to have monitored supervision for 2 years. That ruling came in March of 2022. Five-time All-Pro and Super Bowl champion, has served as an NFL commentator for Amazon for 2 years now, although the soon-to-be 36-year-old never officially announced his retirement from the game that he loves. Yes. Let's see here. Let's give you a little golf news here. And golf news, very simple. In just his 9th PGA Tour start, Jake Knapp will take his first 54-hole lead to the final day of the 2024 Mexico Open. Among the quartet of leaders at the halfway point, the 29-year-old rookie who raced ahead of his counterparts early in the third round with 7 birdies across his first 9 holes to turn in 28. Knapp ultimately signed on for 8 ounce under Guseg. 8 under 6-3 to stand at 19 under for the tournament and 4 clear of fellow rookie Semi Valimaki. In addition to Valimaki, only 3 other players are within 7 of the lead. Knapp's front 9, 728 marked the lowest 9-hole score in tournament history, and tied Wyndham Clark from the third round of the ATT Pebble Beach Pro-Am for the lowest 9-hole score on the PGA Tour this season. His 11 birdies are also personal best. While Knapp also scorecard was listed with critics, it was a square, which was a distance just there. When that scorecard was littered with circles, it was a square, which proved to be one of the most pivotal, fresh off a birdie on the free part. Anyway, scorecard was littered. Knapp went to the tee of the par 4 10th, looking to hold serve on one of the most difficult holes on all the PGA Tour. Finding the hazard, left off the fairway with a long iron in hand. Knapp did well to play his third in front of the green. His fourth settled just inside 10 feet, and his bogey putt settled in the bottom of the cup, maintaining what momentum he had. Knapp quickly righted the wrong, common theme on his backside, with a birdie on the 11th and another on the 12th. Sloopy drop shots on the pet 14 miles, and even when the last little taco is placed on the map, known in past life as a bouncer in a nightclub, Knapp would understand what I'm hoping was. Okay. Wow. Bad boy. Yes, I agree. Let's see. Leader right now, Jake Knapp at 19 under. He ranks first in strokes gained tree to green, third in strokes gained off the tee, and first in strokes gained approach through 3 rounds. It has been a clinic with his full swing, however. As strong as he has his ball, striking has been his short game. Uh, After being left plenty to be desired, his putting hid some deficiencies around the greens earlier in his third round, but they ultimately reared their ugly heads one more time. Knapp hid poor chip after poor chip on his inward half and missed an opportunity to put together a truly special 18 and 19 years alum. That's right. We have an alumni. Spring training, yes, we're going to talk about that. Get some scores for you. In fact, we are going to do that right now if we can. Let's, yeah, right there. MLB. Let's give you, that's right, you out there, little, a little bit of a baseball signage, a little baseball signage report. Okay, this is Sunday, February 25th. Okay, we got to go Saturday, February 24th. Thank you. It's Saturday, February 24th in the Pacific time zone area. Updating some stuff. The Magic beat the Pistons 112 to 109. Celtics over the Knicks 116 to 102. Francis lost. That's right. Timberwolves 101 to the Nets 86. In NC2A men's basketball, in overtime, number 2 Houston defeated number. Let's get you over here. Number 2 Houston defeated number 11 Baylor by a score of 82-76. 26th ranked Florida over Vanderbilt 77-64. And then, of course, there's anyway, hey, we got it. Number 2 Houston in overtime defeated Baylor, number 11, 82-76. Number 24 Florida defeated Vanderbilt 77-64. Number 6 Iowa State over West Virginia. Mountain Mamas take me home, Country Road 71-64. 25th ranked BYU over Canadian Streets. Anywho, Kansas State still is a bit of a challenge. Okay, here we go. Like I said, Iowa State over West Virginia 71-64. Kansas over BYU 84-76. Number 8 ranked Duke over Wake Forest is there we go. Spring training, and I guarantee you we got some spring training baseball for you coming up if our thing here can decide whether or not to work, and it will finally. All right, let's give Snowbob direction when it comes to okay, wow.
Could you say that again? I didn't quite hear you.
Oh, sorry. Whew. Boy, we are at 1:03 a.m., so we are getting close to the end of our little show here. Let's uh, let's venture forth. Let's see today. No, Saturday, February 24th, fellas. Let's go Saturday, February 24th. I'm up. Yes, indeed. Let's keep going. Let's try this. Men's basketball. There we go. Final in overtime, number 2, ranked Houston over number 11, Baylor, 82-76. Number 24, ranked Florida over Vanderbilt, 77-64. I think I gave the rest of the scores, didn't I? No, I did not, so I'm doing it again. 6th ranked Iowa State over West Virginia. Mountain Mamas take me home country road, 71-64. Number 25 BYU dumped by Kansas, 84-74. Wake Forest over Duke, number 8 Duke, 83-79. Number 4 Arizona over Washington, 91-75. Number 12 Illinois over Iowa, 95-85. Number 20 South Carolina, a big win over Ole Miss, 72-59. 13th ranked Alabama lost to 17th ranked Kentucky, 117-95. TCF over 23rd ranked Texas Tech, 79-61. 10th ranked North Carolina over Virginia, 54-44. 21 ranked Auburn. That's, I think, 11. 11th ranked Auburn, 97. Georgia, 76. 9th ranked Kansas over Texas, 86-67. Number 1 UConn continues to be that. They have dispatched Villanova, 78-54. 15th ranked Tennessee defeated Texas A&M, 86-51. Colorado State over UNLV. The 22nd ranked Colorado State lost by 66-60. 21. Your opinion on can't. Anyway, Colorado State lost to UNLV 66-60. Washington State a loser to Arizona State 61-73. San Diego State over Fresno State 73-41. And St. Mary's over San Diego 88-62. There you go, ladies. Anyway, wow. St. Mary over San Diego 88-62. In women's basketball, it was Cleveland State over Robert Morris 79-40. Western Michigan over Central Michigan 76-49. Middle Tennessee over Western Kentucky 59-41. George Washington over UMass 59-55. Holy cross, Batman over Navy 71-63. Texas, I think this is 5th ranked Texas over UCF 87-56. Kent State over Akron 73-51. Creighton over Villanova 79-69. Anyway, Navy lost to Holy Cross 71-63. Texas over UCF 87-56. Creighton over Villanova 79-69. Kent State over Akron 73-51. UMBC over New Hampshire 53-43. Miami of Ohio over Eastern Michigan 48-37. Sacred Heart over CCSU 73-55. Southern Miss and Arkansas Miss. Okay, hey, wow. Man, am I getting a little tired. It's been a long day, folks. My apologies again. We have about 4 minutes, so we're going to run through these as quick as possible. Um, let's see. UMBC over New Hampshire, 53-43. Miami of Ohio over Eastern Michigan, 48-37. Sacred Heart over CCSU, 73-55. Southern Miss over Arkansas State, 70-59. University of Louisiana Monroe over Marshall beat UL Monroe, University of Louisiana Monroe, 99-90. UMKC over Nebraska Omaha, 72-56. Gardner Webb over UNC Ashland, 80-65. Yale over Dartmouth, 78-42. In overtime, Rider over Marist, 62-61. Iona over Mount St. Mary, 62-56. Bucknell over Army, 65-63. Appalachian State, an 83-79 win over James Madison. Buffalo over Ohio, 67-54. ETSU over Western Carolina, 71-33. Fairfield over Niagara, 95-65. Coastal Carolina over Georgia Southern, 87-81. Mercer over Wofford, 79-74. Jacksonville over Queens, 79-66. Michigan State over Rutgers, 93-57. In two overtimes, North Florida defeated Kennesaw State 91-84. Siena over St. Peter's 75-57. UNCG big 4-point winner over Chattanooga 68-44. Toledo over Ball State 70-48. In overtime, LIU over Wagner 70-65. PFW over IUPUY 68-55. Albany over UMass Lowell 59-39. Maine over New Jersey Tech 72-46. Youngstown State over Northern Kentucky 68-64. Bryant over Vermont 57-52. Lemoyne over FDU 70-60. Bowling Green over Northern Illinois 82-73. Tennessee over SIUE 75-65. Eastern Illinois, a loser to Tennessee Tech, 75-73. In overtime, Southern Indiana University beat Western Illinois, 96-89. Green Bay over Detroit, 87-44. Lindenwood over Little Rock, 61-54. Canisius over Quinnipiac, 69-53. High Point over Charleston Southern, 63-46. Jackson State over Alcorn State, 62-54. Alabama A&M and Bethune-Cook, 63-58. VCU over LaSalle, 75-50. St. Joseph's over Rhode Island, 72-67. Columbia over Princeton, 67-65. Norfolk over Coppin State, 64-51. Penn over Cornell, 61-54. Harvard over Brown, 80-73. Northwestern State over Houston Christian, 64-55. Number 24, Baylor beat number 22, Western Virginia by one single digit, 65-66. Number 23, Oklahoma beat Oklahoma State, 91-56. Incarnate Word over McNeese State, 61-48. Nicholls State over Texas A&M Community, 89-77. In overtime, Southeast Louisiana over New Orleans, 69-66. St. John's over Providence, 60-42. Florida A&M and Alabama State, 70-66. Georgetown over Butler, 70-63. South Carolina State over Delaware State, 69-61. Marquette over Xavier, 86-60. Maryland East Shore, 71-64 winner over North Carolina Central. South Dakota State, 97-63 win over St. Thomas of Minnesota. Howard over Morgan State, 70-47. UT Martin over Southeast Missouri State, 64-61. North Alabama over Austin Peay, 59-58. In overtime, Louisiana Tech over New Mexico State, 70-65. Michigan over Northwestern, 74-60. UTEP defeated Sam Houston. Okay. Let's keep going here. In overtime, LA Tech over New Mexico State, 70-63. Michigan over Northwestern, 74-60. UTEP over Sam Houston, 82-66. Troy over Southern Alabama, 88-79. Utah Valley over Stephen F. Austin. Well, actually, Stephen F. Austin over Utah Valley, 84-35. Seattle over UT Rio Grande Valley, 82-75. Oakland over Milwaukee, 66-58. Lipscomb over Central Arkansas, 65-59. Utah Tech over University of Utah Arlington, 88-69. Oral Roberts, a 77-63 win over South Dakota. Louisiana over Texas State, 55-50. North Texas over UAB, 95-77. East Carolina over SMU, 70-64. Memphis over Tulane, 54-44. San Jose State learns you have got to really buckle down here. Air Force over San Jose State, 67-52. George Mason over Richmond, 82-76. Cincinnati and Texas Tech are none to where they should be. Boise State over Fresno State, 70-65. Jack State over FIU, 80-63. Eastern Kentucky over Bellarmine, 72-67. Eastern Kentucky. Thank you. In Stonehill, they beat St. Francis of Pennsylvania by 66 points. Idaho over Weber State is a big slash. And here we are. Okay. Let's see. How many more do we have here? Oh, we got a nice big old list here. Fordham and Davidson were canceled. UNLV beat Nevada 98-67. In overtime, UC Riverside defeated Cal Poly 62-60. San Francisco over Portland 59-47. Lafayette over the Land. Where is it? Yeah, well, anyway, Fordham Davidson canceled. UNLV beat Nevada 98-67. UC Riverside dismantled Cal Poly 62-60. San Fran over Portland 59-47. Lafayette over Lehigh 68-63. TCU over Houston 59-49. Radford over Longwood 66-45. Iowa State a winner over BYU 74-49. Hawaii defeated in the right frame LSUU. Okay, let's keep going. San Fran over Portland 59-47. Lafayette over Lehigh 68-63. TCU over Houston 59-49. Iowa State over BYU 74-49. Longwood over Radford 66-45. Hawaii over LBSU 80-69. Furman over Samford over Furman 74-66. Mississippi Valley State over Texas Southern 71-65. Loyola Maryland over Boston U 70-65. Gonzaga over Pepperdine 75-41. 75-57. Fullerton over Northridge. Northern Arizona beat Idaho 60-55. LMU over Pacific 80-70. UC San Diego over UC San Vine 69-65. North Carolina, you cannot push me. Anyway, we continue. We genuflectly continue. Mississippi State over Texas Southern 71-65. Loyola Maryland a 70-65 winner over Boston University. Montana over Portland 76-65. Oh boy, this was a nice old pal. Okay, wow. We are about done in more ways than one. Okay, here we go in golf. I already mentioned Jake Knapp continues to lead 19 under. Sammy Valmaki is in second at 15 under. And there is a big mass tie at third between Ben Silverman, Heinrich Norlander, and Con Chim at minus 12 under. Your spring training scoreboard: Tampa Bay Rays over the Atlanta Braves the Atlanta Braves over Tampa Bay Rays 6-5. Orioles over the Red Sox 4-3. Yankees wallop the Tigers 22-10. Twins just did a little sidestep. Okay. Twins over the Pirates 5-3. Marlins over the Cardinals 9-8. Phillies over Blue Jays 14-13. 10-5. Cardinals over the Mets 8-7. White Sox over the Mariners. Every time I think I got the answer, Boop. Reds was in the end. Yeah. Let's see. Mariners lost to the White Sox 7-8. Reds over the Guardians 4-0. Royals over the Rangers in a big old gully washer. Milwaukee's into Royals over the Rangers 5-4. Cubs over the Giants 8-4. Rockies over the Athletics 5-1. Reds over Guardians. Okay, let's keep going. Reds 4, Guardians nothing. Rangers 5. Okay, let's see here. Marlins 9, Cardinals 8, Phillies 14, Blue Jays 13, 10-5, Cardinals over the Mets, White Sox over the Mariners. Oh, and thank you guys. Okay, this was a split squad between the Marlins and the Cardinals. The second part of that met the Mets 10-5, White Sox 8, Mariners 7. Anyway. Royals over the Rangers 5-4. Cubs over the Giants 8-4. Rockies over the Athletics 5-1. Reds over the Guardians 4-0. Diamondbacks over the Rockies 6-2. Astros over the Nationals 7-4. Brewers over the Padres 11-7. Dodgers over the answers to you right straight. Okay. That was literally all the scoring summaries we got. Right. That's right. I know it says wake up. NHL, Red Wings over the Blues 6-1. Devils over. Hey, get back over there. Red Wings over the Blues 6-1. Devils over the Canadians 4-3. Lightning over. Hi, you want to get. Where are you here? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I think we got everything here. So we are going to say good night. You all have a great night and a very interesting morning. We are going to say goodnight. We thank you for joining us. Sorry for the lateness of the show. Thank you, Nancy Nichols. Thank you, Matthew Nichols. Thank you, Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. Thank you, everybody. Steve the Baxman Baxley, or as I like to call myself now, Sleepy Not So Beauty. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you Sunday night, 11:35. Good night, everybody. Time change. It's now 7 nights a week at 11:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.